Hello, happy Sunday. I wanted to hop on and just share one little tip really quick. So before I came to Seint and I used liquid makeup, I loved my beauty sponge. And the brushes are amazing with Seint, but I wanted to just show another option for how to utilize your beauty blender or something different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply to one side of my face really quick, just to show you half of my face, not to take up too much time, but to just show there is another option for how to apply this makeup. One thing that I do like when I do use my sponge to apply my cream makeup is it does really press it into the skin. It makes it look very seamless. It also is a little bit of a lighter coverage, and I feel like when I do it this way, it is not quite as tacky when I'm done. I have had some customers express that they're really tacky and they feel like they have to powder, and so if you are not liking how tacky it is, something like this tip may be able to help you, because to me it doesn't feel quite as tacky when I'm finished. So I just take my sponge. A lot of times what I do is I dampen it at night, wring it out, and dry it with a towel as much as I can. And then I let it air dry, and in the morning then it's ready to go. I don't get it wet again in the morning. So when I am using my sponge and I'm going into my compact, this is my main highlight color. This is amber. I'm not swiping down into my product because you will bring up a lot of product. So I'm still just using that same technique as we would if we were using the brush, and I'm tapping into that product. And then I'm still just using that same technique as I would with the brush, and I'm tapping into my skin every place that I use my main highlight. A lot of times I will only use my main highlight. I will use it all over my face, and just a small tiny bit of my brightening highlight on my eyelids, just to help with some of the discoloration in my eyes. So I very quickly just tap this all over. And it doesn't take any longer, I don't think, than when you use the brush. I probably actually get this done a little quicker this way. When I use the brush, I tend to try to get it very precise, and this way I feel like it's just a little more forgiving for me personally. And here I said I was only going to do half my face, and I just did all my face, so sorry about that. But for me personally, most days I am using my main highlight color pretty much all over. And then, like I said, I'll use this tip here, and I'll go into my brightening color, and then I will just use a little bit of that on my eyelids to kind of prime my eyelids, and then also to kind of just help with that discoloration on my eyelids that I have. They appear a little bit red or pink. And usually if I just do a little bit of my brightening highlight on my eyelids, it's enough to take away that discoloration, and then when my shadow goes on, it's all gone. So anyways, I just wanted to share, because I know some people are very much sponge makeup applicators, and I love my sponge. And so this kind of just gives another option for your makeup. As you can see, I think it gives it a little bit of a lighter coverage. So for those of you that don't want a heavy coverage, or maybe you're feeling like with the brush, if you're new to Seint and you're picking up too much makeup on your brush, this might be another option. It is also always an option when you use your brush, and when you're done, just go over the area where you already used your brush with your beauty sponge, and just really press into the skin all over. And what this will do is it will pick up any excess makeup that you may have. If you had too much in one area, it could also help bring it to another area where maybe you didn't have enough. But definitely, I totally recommend the sponge. A lot of times on the weekend, this is how I am wearing my makeup, just because I'm not necessarily needing to do a ton of coverage, maybe less than what I would do during the week when I'm going to work. And then I haven't practiced a lot, but I was practicing using the bottom of the sponge to then go in and apply my bronzer. So we'll see how this goes because, like I said, I haven't done it a lot yet. But I was using my bronzer still to see if I could actually do most of my makeup with my sponge still. And it definitely is, it's not too complicated. You do need to be a little bit careful and just make sure you're still blending really well and really pouncing that into the skin. But as you can see, it pretty seamlessly goes on. I'm not seeing any super, it's hard to tell in my phone, but I'm not seeing any like super discolorations or any sort of line where my bronzer was. So this is something I've just been kind of practicing with and trying different things, different ways. I am very much a type of person that likes to get the most out of whatever I'm spending my money on. So that's why I am always posting how things can be used in multiple ways, because I want to make sure that if I'm spending money on something, I want to be able to get the most out of my money. So this is just another way. I think this also, doing it this way, I feel like I use less product as well. And again, it just gives a very light coverage, but yet it's still enough to where you have beautiful glowing skin. You still get a little bit of that radiant sheen from the makeup. So if you have anything that you would like me to show you, if you have anything you want me to try, let me know. I'd be happy to try out different things. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I would love to answer any questions you may have. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.